Hello YouTube and welcome back to Chef Lethal Plays Path of Exile. This will be episode number 67 and we're here in the hideout and man, so much has happened over the last 18 hours, not even 24 hours for me in the game. So last night on the 18th I did a live stream that a lot of stuff happened, like a whole lot of stuff happened in the live stream. That would have been episode number 66 and 65. So go check those out if you have not done so already. And one of my friends who plays this game quite a bit, he said he's retiring from the league, and he offered me some items to sell and help fund my empire. So I did that. I have some items here that are not of my origin, and I probably have them listed for much less than he had his listed for, but you know, I'm on a different level. I'm happy to get 10 divine for something if he had it up for 15. Anyway, so that helped get me some currency. You can see I don't have a tarot. I guess that's a lot more than I had prior, but I used a lot of the currency that I've acquired already to craft a wand. So this was a crafting guide that I followed from Lolcohol, another YouTuber here. That's really hard to say his name, but he does a lot of crafting, and this was really helpful. So he created a whole Google sheet to assist getting the steps to craft this thing, and it's not perfect, but it is pretty dang good. And I think if I look at this, it's probably worth somewhere between 20 to 30 with the critical strike chance, 70 divine, maybe even 100. I don't know about 100, but it's because there's ways I could have optimized this a little bit more. But funny that I should mention that, because I recorded the crafting of it. So I'm going to transition right now into the crafting portion of this wand, and I walk you through my steps. It's a whole voiceover I just recorded showing you everything I had to do to get this. So I'm going to cut away to that, and then I got one kind of small thing that I want to accomplish here at the end of this episode that we haven't done yet, and it was on my to-do list for last night, and I just haven't made it that far yet. So enjoy the crafting, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we are in the menagerie, which I've never really used. I don't use very often, maybe once or twice per league. But here you can do certain things. You can get currency, you can augment your items, you can do all sorts of things. So what I need to do is create an imprint of this magic wand that took me 25 minutes to roll to get the +1 to all spell skill gems. So when you create an imprint, it has to be a magic item, and you need to have this special Krychik chimeral beast that I had to buy for 220 chaos. It's crazy. But basically, you select to create an imprint. So I'm gonna search for imprint right here, and then I'm gonna click on the words. It's gonna fill in the monsters for me. I put my wand in, and I hit craft. Now those 4 monsters are gonna jump out from the sides, and I need to kill them all, and I'm going to get an imprint. An imprint is kind of like an insurance policy. So if my crafting goes sideways, I don't have to spend the time to roll the wand to get that +1 all spell skill gems, because that took me like over 1,000 orbs of alteration to get. So now I've got my imprint, and I'm going to head back to the hideout here, and now I am in my other monitor looking up the recipe, the crafting guide, to see exactly what to do. So I've got my magic base, so now I'm going to use a regal orb to augment the item, which will make it rare. Go ahead, chef, you can do it. Okay, so then that added a suffix, which is good. So then I get to go to the next step. Actually, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull up the guide on my second monitor right now. Okay, so I've got the suffix. Next step is I'm going to cannot roll attack modifiers, because we're going to do a big thing here in just a minute. So there we go, cannot roll attack modifiers. So now when we roll this again, I will not get any attack modifiers. So here we're going to go to the harvest crafting, and I'm going to add a new physical modifier. It costs 15,000 yellow juice and 1 sacred juice. I don't know what it's called. I don't have 15,000 yellow juice, so now I'm doing the calculation of how much I'm going to need and figure out how I'm going to get it. But this will add +1 physical skill gems on the wand. It's guaranteed. It's guaranteed to add it, and then there's a 1 in 4 chance that it will remove it. Remove the spell skill gem. So if it removes the +1 to all spell gems, then you use your imprint, get your magic item back, and start over. This is where crafting can get really expensive. So here I'm gonna be gathering the currency. We don't need to watch all this. We'll cut back in when I've got the currency and I'm ready to do the next step. Now this might be kind of hard to follow, but I have to buy the yellow juice, and then I needed to buy more because I didn't have enough, and then I had to convert divines into chaos because I didn't have enough chaos to make a good purchase. So, and this is now I'm getting the sacred ore or the sacred juice there. That was nice and easy, one to one with divine. So I put it all in my inventory. Now I'm going to go to the crafting station. I'm going to write in add physical. Yep, that's the one. 15,000 juice with 1 of the sacred ones. This is the most expensive harvest forge I've ever had to do. Click it, chef. You can do it. Yep, I'm just so nervous. But this is indeed the one I want. And there's a 1 in 4 chance that it removes the all spell skill gems. So I'm really hoping here that we didn't just lose like 2 divines worth, 4 divines. There we go. We got it. +1 to all spell skill, and +1 to all physical. That's amazing. That's perfect. It did not remove what we needed, or we didn't want it to remove. So that was amazing. So that's our prefixes. Our prefixes are set. So now I get to move to the next section of the crafting guide, which is I need to craft on. Can have up to 3 crafted modifiers and some other things here. So I think right now I'm just jubilation that I got it, and I'm very happy about that. So now I'm going to go here and I need to look at prefixes cannot be changed. Uh-oh. Well, I don't have that one yet, so I need to go and get the Coward's Trial. Now that's a unique map, and I'm going to fast forward this next little bit, but basically I don't have one. I haven't run it yet. We haven't done it yet, me and all of you guys. So I need to go to the market, buy one, and then run it. So we'll be right back. I cut out some of the trading and the trying to find the map that I needed. So here we go. I'm just going to run it, not doing any scarabs or anything like that. We're just going to run right in. And now this is kind of like a gauntlet. It's not a great map, but it's fine. Very small area here, and just monsters are going to spawn on this level. And then as soon as you clear it out, the pillar in the center is going to rise up. And you go to the second level, and you're going to run around and blast everything, kill, kill, kill. This is going great. At no point during this did I feel like I was in any danger whatsoever. I feel like it's a lower level map. I don't know for sure, but I was able to clear this out, no problem, up to the 3rd level. This is the penultimate. You know what? I take that back. I did have issues with one moment. I think right when the boss came down, I got hit with something, and it like took out all of my energy shield or something like that. But regardless, really no issues here. I got some really high level drops. Here's the top level, or the bottom level. I just got the recipe that I needed, so that was awesome. I'm very happy about that. And the boss is going to drop in, and I'm going to destroy the boss. Right there. Good. Back to normal speed. And I'll just clear up the rest of the monsters here. Alright, cool. Alright, go home, chef. Go home, chef. There we go. Now, with those modifiers, I'm curious about these items that I got because, like, I've never seen this unique item before. It's mildly worthless. This glorious plate dropped because it's a high item level, I think, or it has 24% quality. I can't remember, and I'm not gonna go back and check. And then this armor that I'm checking on right now is like item level 87 or something, which I don't think I've ever seen that before. That's crazy. Anyway, the wand goes in, and now I'm gonna do prefixes cannot be changed. Excelente. And this is me checking to make sure I'm not going to screw something up. Prefixes cannot be changed. Boom. Okay. Good to go. Next step is go over here, and I'm going to hit it with a scour to isolate. So now I only have the +2. I'm just going to call it +2 on the wand. Nothing else to contend with. So now I'm going to try to craft on. Can roll 3 crafted modifiers. I don't have it. I have to do the Putrid Cloister, which is another unique map that I don't have. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to go buy it, come on back, and run the map. Map has been acquired. So now I'm going to clear it. And at this point, I don't care. I already got the crafting recipe. I don't need to complete this map now, but I want the Atlas point, and I want to see if I can actually complete the Atlas for once in my life. This map has a lot of degen on it, not degen, but debuffs. So you can see up in the upper left, I've got like elemental weakness, vulnerability. I've got all the things to make this pretty deadly, but I don't care. We're running in, grab straight to the boss. We got some drops to look at, but nothing to write home about. Okay, so now we're back in the base, and we're going to be going normal speed. So now I can have 3 crafted modifiers. And again, this is me like triple checking the crafting guide. Even this is like when you check a recipe and it says like add a tablespoon of sugar, and you about to put the sugar in, you look at the recipe. You about to put the sugar in, you look at the recipe. It's me doing this exact same thing. So we can have up to 3 crafted modifiers. We're going to do prefixes cannot be changed, because Lord knows I don't want to get rid of my prefixes. They're perfect. All right, now we're going to go suffixes cannot be changed. Amazing. Good. Now, what's going to happen? What happens next is we hit it with a Veiled Chaos Orb. So this is going to re-roll what's available, but there's nothing available because prefixes and suffix cannot be changed. So now we have a veiled suffix, and I need to remove my crafted modifiers, which there is a craft for that. It's pretty great. Just search for it. There you go. Remove crafted mods. So that's going to get rid of the prefixes cannot be changed, suffixes, and the up to 3 crafted modifiers. Boom. So now we've got 2 prefixes and a veiled suffix. Now, I need to put on increased damage per endurance charge. I think that's to block potential unveils, like bad unveils. So there we go. Now is where the gamble comes in. So this item is ready to unveil. So I'm going to unveil. And here are our 3 options. Now, in the crafting guide, there is an option. It shows like what you could possibly have unveiled, and some of them are bad, some of them are horrible, and some of them are just fine. This is one of those that's just fine because it's got the well, let's see. The bottom one is atrocious. It said the middle one is really, really bad, like double atrocious, and then the top one, which spoiler alert is the one I'm going to select, is the least bad option. Now, I know what you're going to say. If you're experienced and you're watching this, I know what you're going to say. And yes, absolutely, I could go back to my imprint and start over. Or I could do prefixes cannot be changed, and then scour, and then start over. Start over from there. I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to stick with my stats. I think it was strength and intelligence, because the int roll is kind of nice. And then the critical strike chance. So now I'm checking what the heck to do next, because the guide just says multi-mod it. So what I'm going to end up doing is, I don't know what mods are in my mod pool right now. Like, what's available for me to get if I just were to put an exalted orb on this thing, or do something like that. So I'm thinking, I don't know what to do. Is this worth keeping it right now? And so, spoiler, yes, I am going to keep it right now. I haven't talked much about this site, but this is Path of Exile, and this is basically a crafting simulator, or emulator, I guess, where you can try out, like, practice crafting things, or you can look at the odds, you can look at what's available. So that's me. This is me checking to see what's available in my prefixes and suffixes. If I want to craft, if I just want to, like, exalt slam this wand, I don't know what's available, and I don't know, there's ways that you can block certain things from coming up. So this is me just researching and then, like, going back to the guide and seeing if it gives me any more guidance on what I can or should do at this point. And now I'm checking the path of building for the upgraded version, you know, and see kind of what we're looking for. And so really what I would like, ideally, is, and this would be a huge, like, if, but I think if I hit it with an exalted orb, there's a chance that it would hit that tier 1 increased spell damage, which I absolutely 1000% would want. That's like, that would be the number one thing to hit. The odds of that happening are very, very low. So this is me juggling with my life's decisions right now, because it would be ridiculous, I think, to try to get that. So not really knowing what to do here. So yeah, I'm price checking what I already have to see, is it worth, and what is that, 20 divine I could probably get for the wand in its current state, which is kind of crazy. So that's me, like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. You know, so it's not horrible. It's definitely better than nothing. So I still have the means now to do crafted mods, up to 3 crafted mods. So I see the spell damage there. I'm like, I could do spell damage. Is there anything else that I want? I've got open suffixes and prefixes, so I don't really know the best way to go here. So we're going to just continue contemplating, and I'm searching down, like, is there anything else here I want to do? Who knows? I know, because I've already done this before. Cutting out some of the nonsense that was going on there. So I did decide to can have 3 crafted modifiers. I'm going to scroll all the way up, and I'm going to go for spell damage, and I want to try to get the max roll there. It only costs 1 exalted orb, so that's pretty good. And I pretty much hit it, I think. So all right, sweet. I'm not gonna fuss about that. Now I can add another. I can add a suffix now. So I scroll all the way down. What looks good? What looks good? Attack or cast speed looks really, really good. And I'm confused. Like, what do you mean I don't have the exalted orb to do that? I feel like I have quite a few exalted orbs. So I think there's some bug where it's just showing red, but you have the currency to do it. So I don't know. But we're gonna do cast speed, and I want to re-roll this until I get pretty much max roll there. So I'm gonna hit go, and I got it on the first try. I got a decent roll in the first try. So that's my wand right now. That's done. I'm not gonna do anything else with it other than if I have to do any colors or links or anything like that on it. But as far as crafting it is concerned, we've got ourselves a 30 to 40 divine wand. It did not cost that much to make, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna put it with my other gear, and I am going to contemplate when I want to make the transfer over to Chaos Inoculation. And now back to the rest of the episode. Hoo-wee. I feel like anytime I get anything lucky that happens, I'm buying time for something else to, like, just absolutely poof and go away. Even if it's not a possibility, I'll just go away. But anyways, what I wanted to do is every time we do legions, we get these shards, these splinters, and they convert after 100 into these emblems, and we can go and use them to do what's called the domain of timeless conflict. So when you go to the domain of timeless conflict, you have the option. So there's an upgraded version of these emblems. They're the ones here, and they're worth a lot more. These are garbage. These are trash. 5 chaos for this one. This one is the most valuable one, the Mariketh, and even still, it's only 20 chaos to use it. But basically, you put 2 of these in your map device. Notice my 6 slots now. Put 2 of these in your map device. I don't think scarabs will work. Just to verify. I mean, it would be, yeah, it'd be silly for scarabs to work. I've done this before, not on this character, but I've done these before. So I know what to expect. So it's basically like one long repeating Legion encounter. I don't think the tree matters, but I'm gonna put it on anyway. So let's run a 2 emblem domain of timeless conflict and see how it goes. So we're here, and we get my arcane fire. So basically, we've got this area, and notice this just looks like a legion. So there's a okay, I forgot. It's a matter of if you have to stand in the center long enough, and it will automatically start the encounter. So you clear everything out, and then everything will respawn. That's a boss there. We're gonna kill her. And I'm just gonna look around and try to get. Now obviously we're on a timer, so faster builds here are gonna do the best. And there are rewards at the bottom, like the bottom center of the screen. The rewards that you'll be getting for doing the encounter. I think you might be able to reset it sooner. Like you don't have to kill everything. I think let's give it a try and see. Cause like I don't need all of these reward types. Like I don't need weapons. I just crafted a badass wand. So what happens if I stand here? Will it start the next? It does. Okay. So you can go through and kill any of the loot types that you see that you need, and then head right back into the center. Hang out there for a minute. And yeah, so like we want the currency. And this is not very optimized. Like don't take this as like, oh man, chef, he's so good at this, or man, he's so bad at this. What is he doing? This is just me demonstrating, because I don't have a build for this. Like this isn't what this build is made for. There are specifically builds made for doing this, or pairs of builds really. There used to be a thing where if you used all of the slots and used all of the emblems to go into a domain here, that would be called what's called a 5-way encounter, because you use 5 emblems. And that used to be the way to pretty much guarantee getting to level 100. Alright, so now all the loot is dropping. But yeah, you do that to basically guarantee getting to level 100. You have to usually buy them in bulk. You go and meet up with some strangers, and they, you know, like one of the guys is an aura bot, and the other guy just has like an absolutely disgusting build. And they go through and they clear this thing dozens of times, and you get just absolutely insane number of XP. There would be times, even at level 95, I did it one league like a few years ago. I just watched my XP bar at level 95 just go joop, 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 joop. It was insane. So much stuff was dying. And like the rules of it were like when you go in as a participant, not one of the 2 guys actually doing the work, but as a participant, like put your inventory up, do something that covers your screen, put your atlas up, and just stand in the middle of the map. Don't get in the way. And that was how it went. So basically, that one was pretty terrible. I learned recently that you cannot trade these incubators. You have to use them or sell them, like to the vendor, or just not, or just throw them on the ground, which is kind of a bummer. So we've got a few more minutes before the end, before we've done enough time to say that I want to end the episode here. Have I done Death and Taxes yet? I have not. Do we want to do this? I've already done 2 maps. Let's do this one. I've already done 2 of the other unique maps. Let's do a 3rd one. Why not? 3rd time's a charm. And I think this one's just like a run to the end. I think that's this one where you go all the way to the end and there's like one monster, and then at each of these little like waypoint areas you have to stop and fight him. Yeah. Oops, go this way. Alright, there he is. Is he invulnerable? Yeah, alright, so I think now I've got to kite him to over here. I wonder if he'll just make it over. You coming? Here he comes. Right? There he is. Good, easy. And now he's enraged with the new spirit. So now we come all the way over here, and I'll just zoom, and I'll come here now. I didn't see what name he was. The second time he was the Avarice of Winter or something like that. So now we wait. Can he teleport? Like, come on, man. Don't make me wait for you like this. I think after this episode, what I'm going to do is open up Path of Building with my existing build. And then... Oh my gosh, where are you, dude? Alright, I'm going to open up my this build. And then I'm going to... like, pretend it's... I put it into CI. And CI. Avarice of Silence. Yeah, because my friend was telling me, like, don't make the switch unless you have over, like, 6,000 energy shields. So I want to run the numbers in the simulator first before I try and do it myself, because I don't want to brick my build. If even for some time, you know, like, I don't want to... Oh, whoa, hold on. Alright, map done. But yeah, I don't want to like make all the adjustments and do all the stuff, and then I go in and it's like, oh, I have negative 400 fire resistance somehow, and now I need to solve for that before I can run any maps, and I don't have any currency, so now I can't do that, you know, or, you know, I've only got 3,000 or 4,000 energy shield, and so I need a new chest piece, and you know, I can't do anything, you know, whatever. So, and I don't know what to look for because I don't know what resistances I have and what I don't have. So, just in case you don't know, but I think, like, it's the meta right now. Like, most people are playing, I don't know if most, but most of the ones I see on YouTube are playing Chaos Inoculation. And it's this keystone skill over here, and it just brings your life down to 1, and you are immune to chaos damage. So you're relying on having energy shield. It doesn't add your life to your energy shield, it just gives you energy shield, so you don't have to worry about life rolls on any of your gear. Like the 75 max life here, wow, that's really cool, don't want it. I already don't have any any here. That's good. But I'm going to want to switch evasion and energy shield to straight energy shield. Same with the gloves. I already have the shield sorted out. Rings are going to change. I don't need these rings. Although they're pretty good. I remember spending some money on them. And they're anointed. 2 div worth of anoints. I wonder if I could sell the, it's like, so I just need to figure it out. I'm not going to need amethyst rings because I don't need chaos resistance. So there's lots of trickery that I'm going to have to figure out on my own. But I'm going to use Path of Building to help me out with that. So anyway, that's going to be it for me today. A bit of a different episode, but hopefully you enjoyed it. I had to bring you guys up to speed with everything that changed and everything that's been going on. So with all that being said, I'm going to end it right here. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.